Level 1. The Apprentice. You arrive at the construction site before sunrise, wearing boots that still look brand new. The freezing wind between unfinished floors cuts through your jacket instantly. You look down from the steel beam and realize how small the city really is. Your hands grip the safety cable harder than you want anyone to notice. Older ironworkers laugh quietly when they see your fear of heights. The sound of steel impacts echoes through your chest all morning. You carry heavy tools upstairs until your shoulders start burning. Your gloves become soaked from cold sweat before lunch even starts. You learn quickly that hesitation on steel makes everyone nervous around you. The foreman screams louder than the cranes moving above the site. You eat lunch sitting on a narrow beam hundreds of feet above traffic. Your body aches in places you never knew existed before this job. You stop checking your phone because the work consumes every hour. The first time you cross an exposed beam alone, your heartbeat becomes deafening. By the end of the first month, fear slowly turns to instinct.
Level 2. The Journeyman. You walk across steel beams now without looking at your feet anymore. New apprentices stare at you the same way you once watched others. The skyline starts feeling more familiar than the streets below it. You tighten bolts in freezing wind while the entire structure shakes slightly beneath you. Your balance becomes automatic after thousands of dangerous steps above the city. You stop fearing heights and start respecting weather instead. Rain turns every steel beam into a potential death sentence. You trust experienced ironworkers more than most safety manuals. Welding sparks fly across the dark morning like artificial lightning. Your hands develop scars, permanent enough to tell the story of the trade. The crew finally stops treating you like the weak new guy. You teach a terrified apprentice how to move across steel calmly. A single loose connection reminds you how quickly accidents happen up here. The unfinished skyscraper slowly starts carrying your work permanently. You realize ironworkers do not conquer fear. They simply learn to function beside it.
Level 3. The Foreman. You stop worrying only about your own safety because now the entire crew depends on your decisions. Your mornings begin with schedules, crane timing, and weather reports instead of tools. You memorize every worker's strengths because hesitation at this height can kill someone. The sound of your radio never fully stops from sunrise until darkness. A delayed steel delivery suddenly puts the entire project behind schedule. You learn quickly that leadership sounds calm even when panic is growing internally. The apprentices stop seeing you as a worker and start seeing you as authority. One bad weather decision can destroy weeks of progress instantly. You stop climbing steel for adrenaline and start climbing it to inspect mistakes. Arguments between workers now become your responsibility to control before they become dangerous. The pressure follows you home long after the cranes stop moving. You begin seeing the skyscraper as systems instead of individual beams. Workers look at your face first whenever something unexpected happens. You realize confidence keeps crews calm more effectively than shouting ever could. Leadership at dangerous heights slowly teaches you that responsibility is heavier than steel itself. Level 4. The General Foreman. You no longer manage workers alone because now entire sections of the skyscraper move under your command. Your radio starts talking before sunrise and rarely becomes silent again. You coordinate cranes, welders, deliveries, inspections, and schedules at the same time every day. One wrong coordination call can stop millions of dollars of work instantly. You stop seeing floors individually and start seeing the entire structure as one living system.
The city skyline slowly changes shape because of decisions you made months ago. You spend more time solving problems than actually building steel anymore. Construction delays start feeling like financial bleeding instead of inconvenience. You realize skyscrapers rise through organized chaos more than perfect planning. Every worker on site suddenly becomes your responsibility during emergencies. You stop reacting emotionally to pressure because pressure becomes permanent. The higher the structure rises, the more dangerous small mistakes become. Your body leaves the site at night, but your mind keeps calculating tomorrow's problems. You understand that most people admire skyscrapers without realizing the pressure hidden inside them. At this level, leadership feels less like power and more like carrying invisible weight every day.
Level 5. The Superintendent. You arrive at the site before everyone else because entire projects now depend on your decisions. Your phone starts ringing before the first crane even moves. Investors, engineers, unions, and crews all want answers from you at the same time. You stop thinking in hours and start thinking in deadlines. A delayed inspection suddenly threatens months of work. The higher the building rises, the more expensive every mistake becomes. You spend more time solving crises than celebrating progress. You realize leadership at this level feels more psychological than physical. Workers see authority when they look at you, but they never see the pressure behind it. You begin measuring your life through completed towers instead of personal memories. Entire sections of the city skyline now rise because of projects you approved years ago. Your family starts recognizing your voice more through phone calls than in person. Success becomes addictive because every completed tower feels like proof of survival. You understand now that skyscrapers are built using pressure as much as steel. At the highest levels of construction, you stop building structures and start carrying entire industries on your shoulders.
Level 6. The owner. You no longer climb steel beams, but your mind still lives at dangerous heights. Entire ironworker crews now wear your company logo on their helmets. Young workers point at buildings you helped create before they were even born. Meetings replace welding sparks, but pressure becomes even heavier than before. You realize money changes comfort but never removes responsibility. Entire city districts begin transforming because of projects carrying your signature. You miss the simplicity of carrying tools instead of carrying businesses. The industry starts treating you like a legend, while you quietly remember every painful level behind it. You watch younger workers risking their lives where you once stood decades ago. Your office windows overlook skylines you once climbed manually, with shaking hands. Success slowly distances you from the life that originally built you. People admire the empire without understanding the sacrifices buried inside it. The skyline becomes a permanent reminder of everything the industry took from you. You understand now that ambition can build cities while quietly destroying personal peace. At the top of the industry, you finally realize the empire was built with years of invisible pressure.
Final stage, the last beam. You return to the construction site one final time before the skyscraper is completed. The final steel beam waits near the crane, covered in signatures from the entire crew. You run your hand slowly across the cooled steel, remembering every level that brought you here. The younger workers celebrate loudly, while you remain unusually silent. For the first time in years, you look at the skyline without thinking about deadlines. The crane slowly lifts the final beam into the sky above the city. Every worker stops moving for a moment to watch the final connection happen. You realize buildings survive longer than the men who build them. The final bolts lock into place with the same metallic sound that started your career decades ago. As the sun rises behind the finished skyscraper, the noise finally stops, and you quietly understand what your entire life built.